I think we're good now. Sorry, you guys. Okay, man. Man, I hate going live. This sucks. Okay. All right. I think we're good now. Hopefully, I don't hear an echo anymore. Okay, you guys. My bad. My bad. All right. So, uh, okay. Two biggest reasons I am going to be retiring. Okay. Yep. I always tell you guys. It's your best retirement plan ever, right? And okay, have a certain amount per month and won't be enough to live a comfortable lifestyle here in the U.S. But will be plenty here. Yes, yeah, absolutely, you guys. For sure, for sure. Um, okay, okay. I think you guys are hearing me well now. Okay, hopefully. Yeah, stupid thing. Okay, shut this off. Okay. Sorry, guys. Thanks for sticking in there. It literally took fucking 5 minutes, right? Okay, yeah. Yeah, you're absolutely right. People on their pensions, um, hell, even Social Security. You know, you won't live an amazing life on Social Security, but you could at least live a life here. And then pensions. Yeah, we talked about this last time, you guys. Like, you could make 1,000 work here, but nah, you really honestly you would want at least 1,500 per month. But your guys' pensions are going to be much more than that, anyways. Like what do pensions even start at? Like what 3K a month or so? 3,500, 400, or 3,500 to like what 4,000, right? So, um, yeah, you guys are, yeah, you're gonna be living a good life, and here. So, yeah, you guys. Yeah, this is your retirement plan. I say that all the time, for sure. And then, okay, so second, all right, let's keep going down it. Yeah, and I appreciate the super chat, Donnie, and yeah, right. I guess I'll call you by your screen name, Squirrel, or however you want me to address you. And others who are hopping on, commenting as well. Let's get these likes up. I see five of you are on right now. You can ask your questions, or you can let me know why our bigger topic today is going to be why you guys are moving abroad, right? And yeah, so I do want to know why you guys are moving abroad and or wanting to, right? Uh, yeah, okay. So yeah, keep commenting in, you guys. I'll try to get to all the comments here. And then yeah, two biggest reasons. Okay, yeah, we read that. And then second, because of the lifestyle, opens up other opportunities for dating. Yep, that I don't have here in the states. Yeah, you guys. That's crazy that you mentioned that because I follow Tribe of Men, Bo Refik, pretty hard, and he just covered a story about a guy in his 50s, right? Trying to date in the U.S., right? And I've heard this over and over from you guys as well that like it's damn near impossible, right? And I know that a lot of you guys are searching for women like 30s plus, right? Um, but even that, it's hard for you guys, right? And there's going to be challenges here too. Um, especially in Latin America, you could find yourself in a predicament where a lot of single mothers are throwing themselves at you. And I went over this before, that it's not the same as a lot of single mothers back in the states. Yeah, some of them are selfish. Some of them broke it off and didn't even try to make a family work. But a lot of other times, and most of the other times, and even in my family, the guys are the selfish ones, right here in Paraguay. Not all of them, but far too many. And they will leave families. They won't value what they have. They're beautiful, feminine women down here, and they'll break apart families as well. So like if you guys, and I'm not saying, well, okay, probably the majority of like at least really beautiful women like in 30s plus, it's a very good chance they're gonna have a kid, right? Um, but to each your own. Like you guys know how I feel about it. Like I'm not willing to put a ring on it or anything like that. But for dating like temporarily and just having a good time. I mean, whatever, man. Like, you know what I mean. But yeah, okay. All right. Let's keep going here. Yeah, would I marry someone there and ever bring her back to the States? Heck no. Oh my God, you guys. Yeah, do not do that. Don't bring anybody back to the States, right? Yeah. Unless it's like for a temporary part and then you're gonna be moving here. Like I mean temporary, I mean like 6 months or less. You know what I mean? Like, if you already like got residency in your pocket and you're just going back to the States for a few things, but you damn near fell in love down here or found a woman and you're like, hey, but even then it's incredibly hard to get a US visa, right? My dumb ass has tried to get a Paraguayan's visitor visa. So it's not even practical, right? The only way you would do it is through marriage, essentially. Well, okay, I won't say the only way. Yes, there are people who can get visitor visas. The process itself plays out for like 6, 7 months. Um, so it's like it ain't even worth it. You know what I mean? You might as well just like wait it out, come down here, and if she's really gonna wait for you, then she's gonna wait for you, right? Um, and if she ain't, she ain't. But it's a toss up. Okay. Yeah, but yeah, in general, man, don't know. I mean, I know you guys already know this. It's not a good idea to bring them back to the States. The States is a degenerate society. There's no, I mean, there's little respect amongst men, right? I mean, you don't even want her to like be in a situation where she's just freaking hounded in the States, because she'll be what's the word, exotic, right? Bringing a beautiful Latina from Paraguay or another country to you guys already know, and most gentlemen or like most guys in the States who aren't travelers, a lot of them aren't gentlemen. The gentlemen are the travelers, right? For the most part, I mean, there's some passport bros, the young guys who are not all the young guys, but a handful of them who are true idiots and whatever. Right? Okay. I thought he was on the Paraguayan time. Oh yeah, yeah. No, I didn't. I wasn't trying to be on Paraguayan time. I just didn't know like what to press to get this live going. But now I know what to do now. Okay. For the collection plate. Okay, yeah, you guys can hear me. Okay, good. All right, mine is gonna be around 3K a month. Okay, for pension 3K a month. That's great. Yeah, but I'm going to have a few more streams of income. That's great. Um, Ardilla or Squirrel or Donnie. Okay, okay. Ardilla. Well, why though? I need to know this backstory. I need to know the backstory of why you're called Squirrel. Is it a childhood thing, or is it did a homeboy give you that name, or what is it? Okay, JB. The Apostle John wrote about the angel of the church of Philadelphia in Revelation 3:7. Jonathan Kleck is the angel of the church of Philadelphia. Okay. I don't know what to say to that, unless you can elaborate more. Okay. It okay. All right. We'll go with Ardilla. Ardilla says, you guys don't know that squirrel in Spanish, right? It also helps learn Spanish. Yep. Or at least conversational. My guess is while there's women that speak English moving to a Latin country. Yeah, you guys stay away from the girls who speak English. Really, truly. Here too. There's not many of them. Well, okay, unless they learned in like a more academic setting. But if they're charged on fucking Netflix and they some of them actually surprisingly do, which I got really surprised. Like they learn like damn near perfect English just watching Netflix and stuff. But you guys, a lot of them have like they have bad intentions. Okay, I won't say all of them, but like it's kind of it's like the expats who live in Colombia. What's one of the first things they say? stay away from the girls who speak English, right? Um, and you know, okay, maybe that's overly broad, right? Because maybe they really want to speak English, but like, I don't know, man. For some reason, like I ran into it here, that unfortunately they have not the best motives. You know what I mean, to say the least. So, but hey, I mean, whatever, man. You guys can try it, and if I'm wrong, let me know. You know, if she's a absolute sweetheart, then and I'm wrong, then please prove me wrong. I guys want you to prove me wrong, but you know, general rules are general rules here. Okay, what are we doing? All right. Okay, I can explain why I would never bring her back. If you marry her, you will have to file an I-864 affidavit and of support for her residency. Okay, you have to financially support her for 10 years after she receives her residency. Damn, really? Wow, 10 years. Okay, you guys. All right, you guys need to be commenting in. We can't just have Ardilla Squirrel be commenting in here. I know there's others watching. Comment something. Why are you guys moving abroad? Let me know. Or why do you want to? Why do you travel? Why do you follow travel content? Why do you guys Why do you guys want to move abroad? Why do you guys love to travel? Are you able? Have you found love in the States? Have you done this, that? Let me know, you guys. Okay. Uh, and ladies, if there's watching as well, well, why are the ladies moving abroad? Is it always cost of living, or are there deeper reasons? Let me know, right? Uh, okay, well, yeah, let's get caught up. Yeah, that 10 years, that 10 years thing. Wow, that's insane. If you marry her, you have to file. Okay, yeah, okay, that's with marriage. Okay, you bring you bring you bring a chick back to the U.S. from a country where you have leverage to a place where she has all the leverage. Oh yes, yep, that's what I was essentially saying. Yeah, you guys know, guys, especially now, there's like little to no respect if you're bringing a lady like anywhere, even an American girl, like got stupid Fs will hound them at bars and even restaurants, and you know what I mean? Like I've found myself like almost getting in fights so many fucking times back in the States, you know what I mean? Because there was just no goddamn respect. You could barely go to the goddamn bathroom without like somebody like, like just like fiending, dude. Like, you know what I mean? And like, you know what I mean? So yeah, you already know, man. Um, okay. Okay. You are all right. Oh yeah. Okay, so Squirrel has the nickname Squirrel. He used to look like a squirrel. I used to have that body type. Okay, I'm sure that's okay. Yes, I was married to a Costa Rican for 15 years. I went through all of this. Yeah, yeah, you guys. If any younger guys are watching or whatever, you know, it's good to like me. I'm like whatever, not young, but like I guess semi younger, but it's good to analyze trends of the younger people, but it's good to always like listen to men who have been through this, for better or for worse, right? I admit a lot of my mistakes too, as well. In a lot of cases, I might only have like 5 or 10 years on some of you guys. Um, but yeah, I'll admit my faults and my mistakes and like and the things I've done right. Um, you know, but when it comes to like dating, at least right now, like like in my personal case, I just like yeah, I don't know. I'm not fiending about it right now. Yeah, I'm seeing somebody, but I'm not pursuing it like insanely. You know what I mean? But yeah, yeah. And you guys already know, like, the deeper reasons of why I moved abroad. I put that video out. It's generating actually quite a few views. The top 12 reasons that I moved um, into Paraguay, right? Do I miss the states? Yeah, I miss people for sure. 5 months, right? But we're in the 21st century. You could still stay in contact, as much as you want. Um, but some of the dumb stuff, man. Like, what do I mean by that? Like, dude, this election, man. Everybody was canceling everybody, and everybody just like, man, it's just like, it was wild, dude. It was really wild, and to see it all play out, and like me myself get canceled and all this stuff, and like I'm just like, damn, dude. Like the states, everybody is just so offended all the time, man. And it's like if you don't agree with somebody 1,000%, it's just like it's just you're gonna get into arguments, man. And unfortunately, that stuff can like follow you to relationships too. You know what I mean? Um, but but yeah, we can stay on this topic, or if you guys have any other questions about Paraguay, we can do that. Maybe Wednesday night's not the best night, and I know that a lot of you guys are preparing in the states for Thanksgiving tomorrow, so you're probably not hopping on lives right now. Um, but in case you guys are watching, comment in why you follow travel content, why you follow relocation content. Get let us know your reasonings. If you had certain life experiences that led you to this point, or you want to set yourself up for a better retirement, something like that. I mean those are. See, the thing is, you guys, is like a lot of people my age like don't even think about retirement, right? Or they might think of it like 5, 10, 15, 20, like in their 40s or 50s. But like for me, and I'm not just talking about the saving stuff, right? I'm talking about like, actually setting yourself up well. You know what I mean? Like abroad. Like you could already have a house paid off by the time you even turn 30, if you're young, right? Or 40, or 50, right? And something affordable, and then like Donnie here, you can live an amazing life off of your pension, you know and so it's a good life to live, an amazing life. And I get the question all the time, that will I be able to find a partner, and the answer is yes, right? um, and for a lot of people, a lot of guys, the answer is no in the States. And far too many men, like I think it maybe like what, 20, 30, 40 years ago, you would have been able to find a decent partner as a 50-year-old guy, maybe who got out of a relationship or divorce or something like that. But now, like, let's be real, man. Like, even women my age are like way too into social media, right? So when you're way into that stuff, you're just comparing yourself all the time, and your insecurities take you over, right? And the same goes for guys too, right? Um, you know, but like I explained the other day in a video I just put out, like a lot of us guys, we make incredible changes to be able to live a better and more fulfilling life. You know what I mean? So, yeah, you guys. Yeah, and it's all right. Here, let me see. Think of being able to find a partner there like this here in the U.S. Whether you are black, white, brown, or Asian, you don't really stand out here. There being somebody from the U.S., you stand out. Yeah, I could. I'll mostly agree with that. I think you'll stand out the least actually if you look like me, uh, right? Because I look Paraguayan, right? But immediately, like when I start talking, yeah, or like even my style is different or whatever. So yeah, I guess yeah, I would too. But those of you who are white, black, or Asian, yeah, you're gonna you're gonna stand out more. And I personally think that it'll be to your benefit, right? Yeah, and I actually get that question actually quite a bit. Okay, I'm 6'4". Damn, you even know your height in meters. That's good. 1.92 meters. Okay, that's actually good to know here. I just still don't even fucking know my height in meters. And everybody's like, oh, you don't know your height in meters, or you don't know how much you lift in kilos. I'm like, god damn it, no. I just know pounds and feet and inches and stuff. Okay, you know the metric system. That's good. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I understand the metric system. I'm just not the best at it. uh, I mean, I know how to like order in a store here. Like, I just want like a quarter or a quarter kilo or something like that of like whatever meat or whatever. Yeah. So yeah, he's 6'4", a big white guy. I'm standing out no matter where I'm at. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, absolutely. You're definitely gonna stand out here. I hear that all the time from foreigners who come here. For the better, and women love foreigners, like for real, of all colors, right? Um, and I know that a lot of people will immediately say, "Oh my God, it's your goddamn money! It's your money! Oh my God, it's your money!" And it's like, other women, like, not all, but a lot of women will immediately like diverge to that. And yeah, yeah, you are a stable figure. You're going to be more stable than a lot of people here. But that's not it. It's not it. You have different stories, different likes. You can talk about different things. You know what I mean? Because like a lot of the conversations here, like the thing that Paraguayans and Paraguayan men have on their side, right, is relatability. But sometimes that shit gets old, Like how like okay, well, everybody watches the soccer games and Paraguayan humor. A lot of people are funny as fuck here. Like follow some of our Spanish speaking like Instagram jokers and stuff like that. But but sometimes like people want to like hear other stuff. You know what I mean? And like girls are women are gonna be fucking attracted to you like for sure, hands down. And you know I'm a very sarcastic person myself, and that tends to benefit me. Like sometimes if they don't have the best sense of humor, which most women here do, but sometimes if they don't, then they'll be like, especially like through text messages, like, um, but most women do here have a good sense of humor. So be a little bit sarcastic. You know what I mean? Like and a little bit of humor goes a far way down here. And the humor is valued much more than in the states. Like, like even if you're just a little bit funny, like you're gonna break down these barriers that are in between you, right? Especially when you're in first dates, right? Fucking hands down. You know what I mean? Um, yeah, guys, for people who are hopping on, comment in why you're liking to move abroad, or if you have other questions or comments or whatnot for me. Um, yeah, yeah, and we'll keep this just free flowing. I'll probably go just for an hour today. I had to shut off my AC because it's hot as fuck, or like it was making too much noise, and I think I was echoing. Maybe I shouldn't blame the AC. I don't know why I was echoing, but anyways, I'll probably go for another like maybe 30 or 40 minutes. If you guys keep coming in. But yeah, let's get these likes up, guys. Let's like the stream. If you guys want to super chat or comment in, let's keep this conversation going. Okay. I'm sure that, okay. Now we're talking about Spanish, right? Oh, no, you said that in the message. I am sure that people from there catch you standing out by your accent. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, the moment I open my mouth, yeah, I speak really weird, man, in Spanish. Like, I probably have more of like a North American, like Mexican, like way that I sound in Spanish, right? Um, but then I have my moments, like my sister be telling me here, like I have my moments where I sound super Paraguayan, right? And if you guys don't know, you use vos here too, so it's something that I had to get used to over the years, and not do, right? But now it's funny though, right? Because I'm seeing a Venezuelan and she uses tu, right? Which I've been used to like my whole life. You know what I mean? And so it's like now, Uh, now it's like, okay, I'm stepping back into what I used to know, right? But I'm used to both, right? Like I can interchange those. But if you guys aren't used to hearing vos and like the way that we, what is it, like conjugate verbs and stuff, like like for example, like tú tienes un buen corazón, you would say like in North America. Here you would say like tenés un buen corazón, like you have a good heart. Like it's like tenés versus tienes, right? So it's like your ear's gonna be thrown off, especially if you're not used to Paraguayan Spanish. But you'll pick up on it though. You'll pick up on it. You may not speak it very well, but I guarantee that you'll eventually pick up on it. Okay. Now, I would love to get Paraguayan residency for insurance. Yep. Yeah. Paraguay is off the beaten path and has vast natural resources. Absolutely. I'm literally actually uploading a video here about a documentary that was just done, and hardcore investing in Paraguay. A lot of it goes back to our land, our fertile land, and in this video in particular that I cover, Swedish. The Swedish are investing hardcore in Paraguay because our land down here is so fertile that trees will grow 2 to 10 times faster than they do in Sweden, right? And other Nordic countries as well. So like, yeah, a lot of people. So we have our Guarani aquifer, right? The underground water reservoir. We have our rivers. We have the Itaipu Dam, that makes electricity much cheaper, right? But we also, land itself is in abundance, right? And it's really cheap. And if you're an individual or a company, or a corporation or multi corporation, land itself is extremely productive here. Um, yeah, and it's off the beaten path, for sure. Yeah, Paraguay, and that's what appeals to a lot of people. Like a lot of people don't like to be around like 40,000 other expats in a 1 mile radius. And I don't either. You know what I mean? I love what I do. I love doing YouTube and engaging with you guys. Um, but if I were in like a Mexico City or like a Medellin or like somewhere like that where I literally feel like I'm in America, like I literally actually feel like that, I would just be like, nah, man, I need to get the fuck away somewhere else. You know what I mean? So yeah, I absolutely agree with that. Like, as much as I love to interact with you guys here, like, yeah, I mean, yeah, I love meeting up, but like, I don't want like every single one of my neighbors to be an expat too. Like, I want to, speaking Spanish, keep learning the culture, even though like I know a lot, but I don't know everything or whatever. So yeah, and that's why a lot of people choose Paraguay as well. I mean, yeah, you could live the city life in downtown Asuncion, be in a tower, be surrounded by five-star restaurants, and like go to some of the uh, terrace restaurants that I've been to, and like just a couple times. But like, you could live that whole life, or you could like live by the lake, or you could live by a river, or you could live in a little small town. Um, yeah. Okay. So squirrels at, I see. This is one of the reasons why I want to go there. Yes. Yes. Yeah, it's off the beaten path, and that's what I also say too. Like a lot of, it's more of the serious people come here, right? Because we don't have that Las Vegas or Rio de Janeiro, Medellin, allure, right? Bringing in the fast life. You know what I mean? Yeah, and okay. All right. Yes, squirrel. I have a Mexican accent, but I use a lot of Costa Rican words. Yeah, that's kind of like me. I didn't grow up Mexican or anything, but I was surrounded by all Mexicanos. So like, yeah, I definitely learned that first, and then I would come to Paraguay, and now I'm almost flipped on his head, right? Like, I probably speak more Paraguayo now, but it definitely still comes like the North American accent for me, like Mexican. When I say North American, I pretty much mean Mexican, right? Yeah. And the easiest way to pick up Paraguayan accent is watch their news. Yes, absolutely. Yes, there are plenty of news channels on YouTube from Paraguay. Yes, ABC Color, Telefuturo. Oh man, what are the other ones? I'm forgetting all of them. Those are some of the main two, or a couple of the main ones. Yeah, but yeah, follow those two, Telefuturo and ABC Color. Um, yeah, I was always watching news segments, and it's good to just keep up in the country that you're going to be going to, and and when you're here, also try to keep up on it. You can keep up also by following on Instagram, but like if you're trying to learn Spanish, like Paraguayan words, yeah, absolutely. Follow these YouTube channels. Um, And even on Roku TV, I remember in the States, if you type in Paraguay, I don't remember exactly what it was, but it's like, I think it's like $1 or $2 a month. And they have like 4 or 5 Paraguayan channels. Uh, so like, yeah, if you guys have Roku TVs, um, and I would just keep that on in the background, whenever I was just whatever hanging out or whatever. Um, so when you're in the States before you're coming here to yeah, get yourself used to the way they speak, etc. Yeah, exactly, for sure. Um, yeah, so yeah, you guys. I know that a lot of you guys are preparing for Thanksgiving. Um, Obviously, Thanksgiving is an American holiday, so it's not celebrated here, right? So it's just a regular week here in Paraguay. It's fucking hot though, you guys. Man, it's hot. It is 100 degrees today. Like it got up to 101 Fahrenheit, and then the AC. This only happens like 1 or 2 days per month, where it'll go out for a few hours, right? Unfortunately, I think this time it was actually because they're doing something next door, right? So I think that's why it affected me because I asked other people who live around here, and I don't think it affected them. Like I think they were installing something or maybe a generator, something like that. I don't know, but oh, actually, yeah, that is one of the things I want to mention that when you guys do get your houses down here, or even a case like this, like I'm not gonna get one right now, but you can purchase your own generators, right? And they're good investments because the electricity may go out. Yes, it's inconvenient for sure, unfortunately, but I think a generators here will go for like the cheapest ones 1,000, and then you need like some kind of like panel thing uh, to be able to really use it. And so I think that's another maybe $100 or $200, something like that. So you're talking like maybe 1,200 to 1,500. But these are brand new freaking generators. They look really cool too. I saw some at the what's it called? Like the hardware store. One of the new age hardware stores in Shopping Pinedo here in Fernando de la Mora. Um, Yeah, you guys. So yeah, keep commenting in. Otherwise, I'll probably wrap this up at the hour mark, or maybe even a little bit before. Um, but yeah, you guys. I mean, you already know me if you watch my videos. You know why I moved here. And it's the same reason as a lot of us, right? Uh, you know, and for a lot of us, it usually takes something pretty big to happen for us to like start our lives over. uh, you know, or just an awakening in general. But it's usually like a relationship gone bad or not working or like the economic crunch. Like, what do I mean by that? Like, maybe your property taxes just skyrocketed over the last couple of years, and you can't even afford to have the house that you've always earned, etc. Uh, yeah. Um, Wolf of Crypto. Any ideas on top tier language school to learn local Spanish? I got that question last time. I didn't look into that, but I can do a quick search here. Um, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, the whole language school thing, like, yeah, you can go down that route, for sure. Um, but the best way is honestly to be here and on the ground, and just talk with the people, right? You know, but yeah, there are, uh, okay, these are to learn English. Yeah. But schools. Honestly, it's gonna be most of the main universities. Um, you know, you can sign up to for Spanish classes. I don't know the pricing, but I imagine they'd be similar to like a tech college for tuition back in the States. That's the closest I could probably say to what it would cost. Um, so yeah, it would be more affordable. Uh, but and I understand the need to want to know the base of the language first. Um, but you can really learn quite a bit just by getting out here and and uh, and honestly too as well, like getting a girlfriend, right? Like, I mean, she and it'd be I know, don't rush it, but at the same time, like, if you do have a live-in girlfriend, dude, I mean, that would help you so much, so damn much, and I know that that's how a lot of expats like really pick up the language is a lot faster, right? And women here speak much better than men, much better. I know that I mumble sometimes and I speak too fast, but in English, like, the way I talk is very well. I actually know this because Spanish speakers write in and they actually learn English by watching my content, right? And the subtitles, right? Um, because I do have that Midwest kind of like, I guess, clearer English to understand, right? So on their end, trying to learn English, like, they actually learn through me, right? But yeah, so Squirrel says, yeah, English or easiest ways to learn is to watch Netflix movies that you know the words to in Spanish, but with English subtitles. Also, pick up a word a day. Yep. Yeah. The hardest is not to learn words, but the differences in sayings. Not to learn the words, but the differences in sayings. Um, yes. Yeah. Yeah. Context is everything. Is everything. So you're gonna remember phrases and that kind of stuff through context, right? So uh, and also, it, it would almost be a better investment if you were to have a one-on-one tutor with you, right? Say that you want them to be with you for like 5 hours a day, right? And you could actually afford this stuff too, you guys. Like, say you're gonna pay them an American $30 a day, something like that, right? That would probably be, what would that be, like 220,000 guaraníes? That's a very good salary down here. That's a very good salary down here. Around 30 bucks a day. I know that a lot of people are gonna be like, oh my God, you should pay them more. And if you can do it, like, if whatever, agree upon that. But I would say, yeah, that's better than just going to some university and just like learning what Spanish literature or something. Um, you know, and yeah, I mean, yeah, uh, I don't know. I could maybe find connections for you guys on your behalf to set you up with some of that stuff. I would have to look into it, and if it takes a lot of time on my part, I may just ask for something in return, whatever. But like, yeah, I would go that route. I would have a one-on-one tutor, and you can hire people already online, right? But I know that you want to learn Paraguayan Spanish, right? Um, but and well, one thing that is a little bit frustrating here is that like, and I understand why, but like they want you to learn a lot of Guarani as well, right? But just tell them like, look, I really just want to learn Spanish. Like I'm cool with a few words here and there. Like my family just always wants to teach me Guarani, and that's cool and all. But like sometimes it's a really hard language to learn, and sometimes I'm just like, hey, I'm just trying to understand here, like and get through this, right? I don't really struggle with Spanish too much. Well, I mean, honestly, not much at all these days. But Guarani is a whole nother beast. But people speak will mix them in, and if you're staying in the city, and especially if they know you're a foreigner, that they will speak Spanish. But some people will, especially if they really want to be cool with you, they'll like try to teach you a lot of Guarani, and you're not gonna remember. Like I can barely remember because these are really hard words to pronounce. Some of the sayings and phrases are incredibly long, and you can't. And we don't even, as English speakers, like we can't even pronounce a lot of these words. Right? Actually, the French are the closest who can actually pronounce Guarani and sounds and letters and words because they're the closest in the French language. They're the closest to be able to. Um, yeah. Okay. Yeah, and also networking, also an English, or networking also as an English speaking immigrant. Wait. What do you mean by that? Wait, oh, by networking also as an English speaking immigrant. Yes. Yeah. 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 I'll always network. Okay. If you were to stay in San Lorenzo, what hotel would you stay in? Hotel Liz, right? I mentioned Hotel Liz very briefly in my very first video. Um, and it's not something that you're going to be able to pay for before you get here. You're going to have to pay here in the moment. They will accept international cards, and if you do have a Paraguayan bank account, even better. They'll accept transfers and debit cards. I remember I did have an issue paying with, I think, a credit card at one point for Hotel Liz. Um, yeah, but if you guys are willing to stay in Capiatá, um, see my second video on the channel. It's either second or third. Yeah, where I stay in Los Lagos, right? And it's kind of more off the beaten path, and it's farther away from the downtown. But that place is fucking spectacular, as well. But if you want to be closer to everything that's happening, stay in Hotel Liz for sure. Look it up on Google, and they got a pool, they got a restaurant. I know the owner now. He knows me as a he knows me as quite the drinker. When I used to come here on vacation, right? Hell no. All right, but yeah, so yeah, no, yeah, the hotel, and it's gonna run you. Ask for a VIP room, a Veep. That's whatever. That's what how they'll recognize it. And those are the ones with the balconies overlooking the front of the hotel. If you get a normal room, you're gonna be kind of cramped, but just get a VIP one. It's I want to say 38 to like $44 somewhere in there, if I remember correctly. Um, yeah. So So yeah, definitely, yeah, Hotel Liz. There's a couple other ones. I just never stayed there before. In San Lorenzo at least. But you know, if you go a little farther up to Fernando and Asuncion, you know, there's a ton of options. You know, but I would, but you know, the cool part about Los Lagos, look that up, you guys. Is number one, you'll have no issues with any card whatsoever. Well, maybe Discover. That might be the only one. But like all my Mastercards and Visa cards have always worked at Hotel Los Lagos. I've had a little bit of issues with Hotel Liz, but you know if you're able to take out cash, you can pay that way, etc. You know, and you can keep paying for like 3 to 5 nights, and then if you want to keep extending, you can keep doing that. Um, Both have amazing breakfasts, etc. You know, what the fuck are you gonna find in the States for like what, 40 bucks a night? Like you can't even get a Motel 6 or whatever the hell it is, right? Um, yeah. Okay. They are wait. They are you say you are They are you say you are hungry in English isn't the same way you say it in Spanish. English, I am hungry. Spanish, I have hunger. Yes. Yep. Tengo hambre. Yep. Yeah. There's different ways. Like there's different phrases that yeah you'll learn over time that like oh wait that's not how we would say it in the English language. Yeah, and English, man, if you're going the other way, learning English, dude, English is fucking hard to learn, man. Really, truly. Like it's we break so many rules in the English language. Like if you guys have really truly studied the English language, it does not follow rules like Spanish and the Romance languages do, right? A lot of people mistake English for being a Romance language. It is not. It is a I believe Germanic, you know, going down the linguistic line, you know, so it is most certainly not a Romance language, right? You know, so learning Spanish actually, you in your mind you might think a lot of things are backwards or odd the way that we say things in Spanish, but you know it makes more sense. You know what I mean? Um, okay, Marjun, hello sir. How much capital gains tax on U.S. stocks with a U.S. broker? Uh, what here in Paraguay? Well, I don't get it. If I have a cedula, hmm, capital gains tax on the stocks with a U.S. broker. Um, well, the general rule for all taxes is 10%, right? And actually, I know that they brought this up at the very end of a video that I'm actually going to put out here shortly, either tonight or tomorrow here, that I cover investments in Paraguay, and it's towards the end of the video they talk more about capital gains, stacks, taxes, right? Um, that's not something I know too much about. I'm not really too big into that. But you know, it should be 10% or less, right? And in fact, not only is it 10%, but I mean you can get these written off all the way down to 1%, right? So yeah, just to let you know. Yeah. So yeah, you guys. I know we're hitting. Oh, I guess we're not quite hitting an hour mark, but yeah. And we'll watch your video for sure. Thank you so much. Love from Germany. Oh, okay, what's up? Yeah, Germany. All right. Yeah. Germans have always looked into Paraguay for freaking generations, right? And yeah, Germans, along with the Nordic countries, are extremely knowledgeable of, well, like I was saying at the beginning of this video, in agriculture, especially. Um, but yeah, I do a reaction video to the investments into this country. Um, yeah. Okay. Wolf of Crypto, or Italy America, Italian American. or both. Much love. Yeah. Okay. Shout out to Italy and America. I'm obviously very much American. Not Italian, but historically I do have some Italian in me for sure. Uh, yeah. Um, and well, actually, I mean, you guys probably already know this, but like, dude, Buenos Aires, I swear to God, it seems like a little Italy for sure. Um, and even the way that they speak Spanish, it very much has some of the syncrasies. Yeah, I think that's how you say it, of Italian. So it very much sounds like they're singing a song just like Italians as well, for sure. um, oh, okay. Oh, a dual citizen of both. Oh, that's awesome. So I got a question for that. So when you, when you're a citizen of one of those, what is it called? A European Union country, do you automatically get like, do you have like free flow through all of Europe essentially? Is that what it's called? European Union country? I don't know, but but anyways, if you're able to answer that, I've always been curious about that. Like what we have here is like the Mercosur, where you can like kind of freely travel. They say that you can work here in the Mercosur if you have like residency or whatever. I don't know how true that is though, to be honest. Because I don't think that Paraguay just like lets any Brazilians or any Argentinians in that want to work here. The Mercosur says it does, but I don't know how much I truly believe that. Um, oh, okay, yes, you can travel or live freely in all of the EU. Okay, okay, that's what it is, and they even live freely. Okay, yeah, I know that you can. I don't know if there's time restraints for the Mercosur here in South America. But I do know that you can live. I just don't know for how long. But I just don't know about the whole working thing. I don't know if you would have to go through a couple extra steps and like maybe become a tax resident of a country on top of yours if you're like Paraguayan, or if you have like a Paraguayan cedula, but maybe you want to do business in like Brazil. I don't really know how that works. But yeah, there's even though people will say, or even finding online, right, that like, oh yeah, you can just like work in any country, at least here in the Mercosur. It's like just be careful when about that. There could be extra steps to actually pursue something like that. Okay, yeah, and I think I might miss the comment here. Yeah, yeah, for sure. And is the humidity really high? And how do you like the general climate? Oh my God, it's hot, man. It's really hot. Yeah, we're pretty much in summer right now. And yeah, it was 100 degrees Fahrenheit today. And this, I was saying earlier in the stream that uh, it's usually one or 2 days per month, at least where I live in San Lorenzo, where the electricity could go out on you. So like, if you guys are coming here and especially if you're getting houses, um, a really great investment is a backup generator for sure. And these things. See, I didn't really know that you need to buy like a separate like control panel almost and those I want to say they run a couple $100, but like the generator itself is around 1,000. The cheaper ones, they can get up to like 2 or 3 thousand. But and it also depends like how big of a house you're trying to use these. But there's some of the greatest investments you can do down here because you don't want to just fucking melt. You know what I mean? Like if your AC goes out. Luckily, I live closer to Asuncion, where like even I've never had my lights go out for more than like 4 or 5 hours, and even today they weren't truly out. They were just like half of them are sort of working. uh, but even that though, even that. And another thing, you guys, another thing. Invest in these bad boys. This is a neck fan, right? You should have these if you're traveling regardless, right? And so you put them around your neck, whatever, right? There's different speeds. But like, if especially if you're flying through Panama, if you guys don't know, um, okay, if you guys don't know, Panama is hot as fuck, and and they're not always the best about getting planes off the ground, and for some fucking reason they don't turn on the fucking AC. So like I've been in a position where I've been sitting in the fucking Panama, in a goddamn airplane, and and it's like fucking just baking the shit out of you, right? So like these things are good to like have on you, these neck fans. Get a nice one too, right? Spend like $70 on one. You know what I mean? There's like the cheap $20 ones too, and I have two actually. But one of these fucking things will like save you down here. You know what I mean? Because it gets so goddamn hot in Paraguay. You know what I mean? So yeah, for sure. Yeah, Wolf of Crypto, catch a beer in January, hopefully. For sure. Yeah, we can catch a beer for sure. Yeah. Oh, and yeah, you guys, like I'm a whiskey drinker, but in the summer months, oh, dude, beer's the way to go, dude. You don't want to be caught in a hungover with a fucking whiskey hangover, and if you do, you definitely want to be under AC. If you're not in AC and you're in a fucking hangover, bro, I swear to God, you could die. I swear to God, dude. Uh, when I was a younger man, dude, oh my God, dude, I won't even tell you some of the stories, but like, okay, I guess there's one. Like one time I was staying at my aunt's house, right? And like they lock all their doors, and I came back at a really ungodly hour, like 5 in the morning. And then like, I wasn't trying to like wake them up and be like, hell, let me in, you know? And so anyways, like I slept on this like super uncomfortable wooden ass like fucking bench chair thing. And I was just fucking dying in the morning, dude. Just dying, dude. Just like, oh my God, bro. Why the fuck did I drink this fucking whiskey in the summer? Like, whiskey's great in the winter, or if you know that you're gonna be in like a colder climate or something like that. But yeah, definitely go to beer, especially if you're gonna be drinking outdoors and stuff. Like, yeah, you guys. Or just make sure if you are drinking, like, dude, have a ton of ice water on you. You know what I mean. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Well, where are we at? Yes. Okay. Yeah. So in the European Union, yeah, you can freely travel or live. Yeah, I think I mentioned that. Yeah, basically travel any country in the EU without visa and even work there. Okay. Yeah. That still surprises me. That still surprises me. I don't know how that's possible. So like, what do you guys do then? You report taxes to like the EU and not your country, or I just don't understand how that works. I'm from America, baby. We don't. We're America and America and America. Okay. All right. What up, Aaron? Just got out of work here to hop on your live, bruh. Okay. What up, bruh? Yeah. Yeah. So if you guys want to comment in, I'll go over a few more minutes here. You know, just freely talking, man. I know that you guys are preparing for Thanksgiving in the States, but I know there's a couple other people watching too. Yeah, so Thanksgiving's tomorrow. I should have probably thought about that too. But I'm gonna keep going live here on Sundays and Wednesdays. We'll switch up the topics, or you guys can just hit me with random questions. That's fine for sure. Uh, but doing these lives help me out. It's kind of like a free consultation on itself. You know what I mean? So fuck it. Just got out of work. Or no, I already read that. Boots on the ground where you live and work. Think of it as a state income tax. Oh, okay, okay, okay. Yeah, that's okay. That's a great way to describe it. Okay, got you. All right, so it's like a okay, yeah, for sure. Okay, yeah, European Union, very interesting. Yeah, maybe that'll be something I pursue one day. A bigger goal of mine is to get actually Mexican residency, but I know that you have to jump through more fucking hoops and all that. But hey, maybe I'll just marry a Mexican woman because, god damn it, I love Mexican women, man. They're fucking fine as hell and they're beautiful, and I love Mexican food and I love the beach and all that stuff. I mean, my heart's in Paraguay, my heart's in Paraguay, but hey, man, you know, if I meet a wonderful woman from like what Guadalajara or something like that, like man, like you already know what I mean, man. That especially in North America, like if you guys dated Latinas, there's a good chance you dated a Mexicana, right? They can be very beautiful, very wonderful. You know what I mean? But then again, that was back in the day where like I dated them before they got too Americanized and stuff. Yeah, Aaron, we already know, bro. We already know, bro. Bro, why are you commenting on that? We already know, bro. No, I'm just playing. All right, Wolf of Crypto. Appreciate you, brother. Catch you on your next time around. For sure, man. We'll catch you. I'll catch you on the next one, Sunday, for sure. Um, yeah, you guys, and if you also didn't know, Mexico and Paraguay, like for some reason, we have really good like relations between our countries, and like every year, Mexico or yeah, Mexico will like honor Paraguay, and Paraguay also honors Mexico, and also just like on the ground level too, like there's a lot of Mexican music that plays down here. All Paraguayans wanna try Mexican food, and in fact. I'm gonna be going to a few Mexican restaurants to film. I was just talking to an owner, I think it was the owner of one of them. Said I had a YouTube channel, and I'm gonna check out authentic Mexican food here in Asuncion. It's in Lamare, which is right next to Asuncion, going towards the west side of the river, right? There's another one closer to me, but it's not as authentic as the one that I just saw pop up on Instagram for me. And then in Ciudad del Este, if you guys don't follow Eric, who's the art, no, no, what is it, Aaron? Arte del Nómada in Spanish, art of the nomad in English. But anyways, he's starting a taqueria in Ciudad del Este. So whenever I get to Ciudad del Este, I'll be sure to hit him up and film that too for you guys. And then, but do they get the Mexican food correct? Uh, So there's a really popular poppin' place. It's a really fucking fun place. It's called Las Tres Calacas. Look them up on Instagram. Yeah, look them up on Instagram. It's not the most authentic Mexican food, but the environment is fucking fun as hell. Like you go there and they'll put on like a whole fucking show for you, like on a Thursday, Friday, and Saturday night, I believe. Um, yeah, my dog wants to go out in a little bit. So I'll wrap this up in probably a couple minutes. But yeah, so that place is fun. It's not the most authentic, but I'm gonna check out a real authentic place that I saw pop up, and I was like, damn, that looks authentic. It's what's it called? Here, let me look real quick because I just added them on I want to say it's like Muxo or something like that. Oh yeah, Taquero Muxo. So Taquero Muxo, Muxo. Look them up on Instagram. I'll be there probably maybe next week or the week after, something like that, and film all that. Uh, yeah, yeah, guys, and yeah. So yeah, you guys. Yeah, so there's not an abundance of places that you can find true tacos, true burritos, true all that stuff, and like not even only that, but it's fucking hard to find tomatillos, the green tomatoes here. I still have not found them, and in fact, I got an email from a lady from Spain, and she was saying, okay, I found the smaller aguacates, the smaller avocados, but yeah, she has not found the small uh, green tomatoes, right? The tomatillos. Um, also, beyond that, cilantro. You don't say cilantro here. It's either called perejil mexicano, which is Mexican parsley, or what's the other word? Curatu is Guarani. So when you see curatu in the supermarket, that's what true cilantro is, right? Kuratu. Yeah. And anyways, so that's how you find cilantro here. Um, yeah. So like once whenever I come across tomatillos, I'm making enchiladas verdes, at least to the best of my ability, right? That was something that I perfected back in the States before I came here. Like legit authentic, right? But like I have not been able to make it, and I refuse to fucking buy the latas. I refuse to fucking buy the fucking cans because this is not the fucking same. Aaron, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? Like I'm not buying the fucking cans to do that. And plus, like those are imports, so they're gonna be more expensive. Anyways, like those little cans of the salsas aren't that expensive in the States, but here they are, right? So yeah, all those imports are fucking expensive. So I just need to find those little green tomatoes, man, and then I'll be good to go. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, man. Yeah, I think I'm gonna probably call it a night. And enchiladas are they are the bomb. Yeah, they are. Yeah, yeah. I just haven't been able to make them yet. Oh yeah, you guys. It's been a good talk. Been a good, or I guess, whatever. At least me talking at you guys. But thanks for participating. Especially shout out to Donnie Squirrel Ardilla here, and appreciate the super chat as well. Yeah, enchiladas suizas. So you might be able to make those here. Maybe I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't even know everything that goes into those. Yeah, yeah. And yeah, you guys. So you guys already know the topic. A lot of us guys, especially, we have the same fucking reasons for moving abroad. It mostly comes down to two things: cost of living and dating, and just where you're gonna be treated right in general, right? Culture, hospitality, all that stuff. Oh, and if you guys don't speak enough Spanish, hop on our news Instagrams. It's going fucking nuts right now. That Argentinians, because we just hosted the South American Cup, right? And there was a Argentinian team and a Brazilian team, right? And both countries came to Paraguay, and they were just shocked at the amount of love and hospitality that Paraguayans gave for for the foreigners that were here. And now, like back in Argentina and Brazil, they're like doing homages to Paraguay and stuff, and yeah, so it's really cool. So like Paraguay has a lot of love for you guys. Like next fucking level in Latin America. If just think of it this way: if other Latin Americans are that fucking shocked about like just wow, just like it was a Paraguay is an amazing country. Like we were received like fucking human beings and people and like how you're supposed to be received. Imagine you guys. You know what I mean? So so yeah. Yeah, you guys, you're gonna have a fucking blast here if you visit, and then if you live, you're gonna live an amazing life. I preach that shit all the time. This is literally the point of my whole channel. Yeah. All right, you guys. I think I am out of here. Appreciate you guys, and I'll catch you on the next one this Sunday. In the meantime, keep catching my videos when they pop up, and yeah, yeah, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Yeah, happy Thanksgiving to you, I see, and yeah, January, February, Aaron will be here as well, God willing. Okay, yep, yeah, we'll definitely get together, and yeah, yeah, we're gonna go straight ratchet, bro. We're gonna go straight degenerate, bro. I mean, you better be ready, bro. I'm just playing, bro. All right, all right, all right. I think I'm out of here, guys. All right, take care of yourselves and happy Thanksgiving, man. All right, see you.